Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of plant biodiversity and why it's so essential to our planet. You see, plants are the foundation of life on Earth, providing not only oxygen but also food, shelter, and habitat for countless species. They play a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of ecosystems, which in turn affects global climate and the well-being of all living organisms. However, we are now facing an alarming decline in plant species, with many of them at risk of extinction. That's why it's crucial that we dedicate our time and resources to understanding and preserving these amazing life forms, ensuring the survival of our planet's incredible biodiversity. In this video, we'll explore the various causes behind the endangerment of plants and the innovative conservation and preservation efforts being made worldwide. So, let's get started on this eye-opening journey and learn how we can all make a difference in protecting these invaluable resources. As we delve into the world of endangered plants, it's important to recognize that many of these species are on the brink of extinction due to various human-driven factors. These plants, integral to the health of our ecosystems, are being pushed to the edge, with some even disappearing before we can fully understand their potential benefits or the roles they play in their habitats. But all is not lost. There are dedicated individuals and organizations working tirelessly to conserve and preserve these endangered plants, implementing innovative strategies to ensure their survival. In this presentation, we'll explore the different approaches to plant conservation, from in-situ efforts that protect plants in their natural habitats to ex-situ methods involving botanic gardens and seed banks. We'll also discuss the legal frameworks, policies, and public awareness campaigns that support these initiatives, and how you can contribute to this vital cause. Together, we can make a difference in preserving our planet's precious plant biodiversity for future generations. So, let's dive into the world of plant conservation and learn about the incredible efforts being made to protect these endangered species. In this presentation, we will explore the diverse conservation and preservation efforts taking place across the globe to protect our endangered plants. By understanding these strategies, we can better appreciate the dedication and passion of those involved in safeguarding our planet's plant biodiversity. Now, let's turn our attention to the primary causes of plant endangerment. Understanding these causes is crucial to formulating effective conservation measures and addressing the root of the problem. One significant factor threatening plant populations is habitat loss and fragmentation. As we continue, we will delve deeper into this issue and other threats, such as climate change, invasive species, and overharvesting, that contribute to the decline of these precious plant species. Habitat loss and fragmentation are significant threats to the survival of many plant species. As human populations grow and urbanization expands, natural habitats are increasingly destroyed, divided, and altered, putting immense pressure on plant populations. Fragmented habitats can lead to the isolation of plant populations, reducing genetic diversity and limiting their ability to adapt to environmental changes. Next, we will discuss another major factor contributing to plant endangerment: climate change. As global temperatures rise and weather patterns shift, plants face the challenge of adapting to new conditions or risk extinction. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the impacts of climate change on plant species and the ways in which conservation efforts can help mitigate these threats. Climate change is another significant factor putting plant species at risk. As global temperatures rise and precipitation patterns shift, plants struggle to adapt to the new conditions. These changes can lead to the loss of suitable habitats, increased competition for resources, and altered relationships with pollinators and other symbiotic organisms. Invasive species also pose a serious threat to endangered plants. When non-native species are introduced to an ecosystem, they can outcompete native plants for resources, disrupt natural processes, and even directly harm native plants through predation or the introduction of pathogens. Managing invasive species is a crucial aspect of preserving endangered plants and maintaining ecosystem balance. Now, let's explore the role of botanic gardens and seed banks in conserving endangered plant species and promoting biodiversity. These institutions play a vital role in both ex-situ and in-situ conservation efforts, providing a foundation for research, education, and restoration projects worldwide. Botanic gardens and seed banks play a crucial role in the conservation of endangered plants. These institutions serve as repositories of genetic diversity and provide a safe haven for plant species that are at risk in the wild. In addition to their primary function of preserving plant species, botanic gardens and seed banks engage in various research and educational initiatives to further our understanding of plant biology and to promote the importance of plant conservation. Ex situ conservation methods, such as those employed by botanic gardens and seed banks, involve the collection and preservation of plant genetic material outside of their natural habitats. This can include cultivating living plants in botanical gardens or storing seeds in seed banks under carefully controlled conditions. These methods play a critical role in preserving plant species that face severe threats in their natural environments and can serve as a backup for species that are on the brink of extinction. Research and education initiatives within botanic gardens and seed banks help to raise awareness about the importance of plant conservation and contribute to the development of new conservation strategies. Scientists working in these institutions often collaborate with international partners to share knowledge, resources, and expertise, fostering a global network dedicated to preserving the world's plant biodiversity. Now, let's move on to in-situ conservation efforts, which focus on protecting plant species within their natural habitats. This approach is essential for preserving the complex ecosystems that plants rely on for survival and ensuring the long-term viability of threatened species. In-situ conservation, which focuses on preserving plants and their habitats in their natural environment, is essential for maintaining biodiversity. This approach offers a range of benefits, such as preserving the intricate relationships between plants and their ecosystems, and supporting the survival of various species in the long term. Protected areas and habitat restoration play a vital role in in-situ conservation. By designating areas where plant species are protected from human disturbances, we allow them to thrive and regenerate naturally. Habitat restoration, on the other hand, involves repairing damaged ecosystems, allowing native species to return and flourish. Another critical aspect of in-situ conservation is community-based conservation programs. These initiatives involve working directly with local communities to help protect and manage their natural resources. By involving the people who live in and around these habitats, we can develop sustainable practices that not only benefit the plants but also the communities themselves. As we transition to discussing legal frameworks and policies, it's important to recognize how these in-situ conservation efforts are supported and enhanced by international and national regulations. These policies provide the foundation for conservation initiatives and ensure that endangered plants receive the attention and protection they desperately need. International conventions and agreements, such as the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, CITES, and the Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD, provide a global framework for protecting endangered plants. These agreements help to establish guidelines and standards for countries to follow, ensuring a cohesive approach to plant conservation worldwide. National legislation and regulations play a crucial role in implementing these international agreements and commitments. By developing and enforcing laws to protect endangered plants and their habitats, governments can more effectively prevent habitat destruction, illegal trade, and overexploitation of plant resources. Non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and advocacy groups are essential in promoting and supporting plant conservation efforts. These organizations raise awareness, provide expert advice, and lobby for policy changes at both national and international levels. Their work is vital in holding governments and other stakeholders accountable for their actions, ensuring that endangered plants remain a priority. As we move forward to discuss sustainable use and ethical trade, it is important to understand how these legal frameworks and policies work hand in hand with community involvement and responsible consumer behavior. By combining these elements, we can create an effective, long-lasting strategy to protect and preserve our planet's precious plant biodiversity. Sustainable use of plant resources is critical to ensure that our actions today do not jeopardize the future of these precious species. By adopting sustainable practices, we can protect endangered plants while still benefiting from their many uses, such as medicine, food, and raw materials. One way to promote sustainable use is through ethical trade and certification schemes. These systems ensure that products sourced from plants are produced in a responsible manner that respects the environment and the communities involved. By adhering to these standards, businesses can guarantee that their products do not contribute to the loss of plant biodiversity. Community involvement and benefit sharing are also essential components of sustainable use initiatives. By engaging local communities in the conservation process, we can ensure that their knowledge and traditional practices are respected and integrated into conservation efforts. Benefit sharing means that communities receive fair compensation for their resources, fostering a sense of stewardship and responsibility for the plants and their habitats. As we look toward the role of public awareness and education in plant conservation, it's crucial to recognize how sustainable use initiatives can be communicated and promoted. By raising awareness of the importance of these efforts, we can encourage responsible consumer behavior and inspire people to participate in conservation programs that protect our precious plant biodiversity. Education plays a pivotal role in plant conservation. By fostering a better understanding of the importance of plant biodiversity and the threats faced by endangered species, we can empower individuals to take action and contribute to conservation efforts. Public awareness campaigns and initiatives are instrumental in reaching a wider audience and inspiring people to get involved. Through these campaigns, we can share stories of success and challenges, demonstrate the value of plants to our lives, and encourage individuals to support conservation organizations, adopt sustainable practices, and participate in local conservation projects. Citizen science and community engagement are vital to amplifying the impact of conservation efforts. By involving people in research and monitoring projects, we can collect valuable data and information about plant populations and their habitats. This involvement not only helps improve our understanding of plant biodiversity but also fosters a sense of connection and responsibility among participants. As we look ahead to emerging technologies and innovative approaches in plant conservation, it's important to recognize that public awareness and education will remain crucial components of any successful strategy. By engaging people in the process and giving them the knowledge and tools they need, we can work together to protect endangered plants for generations to come. As we look towards the future of plant conservation, it's important to acknowledge the role of emerging technologies and innovative approaches in driving positive change. Advances in fields such as biotechnology, remote sensing, and data analysis have the potential to revolutionize how we identify, monitor, and protect endangered plants. By leveraging these innovations, we can develop more effective and efficient strategies for conservation. However, we must also be mindful of the potential challenges and opportunities that these new technologies present. While they can provide valuable insights and solutions, we need to ensure that their use is ethical, sustainable, and guided by scientific knowledge. We must also be prepared to face and adapt to unforeseen consequences or obstacles that may arise as we integrate these technologies into our conservation efforts. The importance of collaboration and global efforts cannot be overstated. In order to protect our planet's precious plant biodiversity, we must work together across disciplines, sectors, and countries. By pooling our knowledge, resources, and expertise, we can create a united front against the various threats facing endangered plants. In this segment, we'll explore the vital role of indigenous knowledge in plant conservation efforts. Traditional ecological knowledge has been passed down through generations and offers invaluable insights into the sustainable use and management of plant resources. By collaborating with indigenous communities, conservation organizations can learn from their deep understanding of local ecosystems and species. One example of successful indigenous-led conservation projects is the collaboration between the Indigenous Peoples Biocultural Climate Change Assessment Initiative and the International Institute for Environment and Development. This partnership aims to integrate traditional knowledge with scientific research to protect biodiversity and promote sustainable resource management. Balancing traditional practices with modern conservation efforts is crucial to preserving endangered plants. By recognizing the expertise of indigenous peoples and incorporating their knowledge into conservation strategies, we can ensure the long-term survival of plant species for future generations. Now, let's move on to the importance of climate change adaptation and resilience in plant conservation. Monitoring and evaluating conservation progress is an essential aspect of protecting endangered plants. By using various methods and tools, such as remote sensing, field surveys, and population assessments, we can track the outcomes of conservation efforts and determine their effectiveness. International organizations, such as the IUCN and the Convention on Biological Diversity, play a vital role in measuring progress and setting global conservation targets. Adaptive management is a key component of monitoring and evaluating conservation efforts. By learning from both conservation successes and failures, we can make better informed decisions and continually improve our strategies to protect endangered plant species. This continuous learning process ensures that our conservation efforts are based on the best available knowledge and practices. In conclusion, botanical gardens and their various conservation initiatives are crucial in our efforts to protect the world's endangered plants. By understanding the importance of plant biodiversity and supporting these institutions, we can contribute to a more sustainable and biodiverse future. So, let's get involved, visit our local botanical gardens, and promote the conservation and appreciation of the incredible world of plants. Now, as we conclude, let's recap the importance of plant conservation. Our planet's plant biodiversity is not only vital for the health of ecosystems but also for the well-being of humans and all other life forms. By taking action to protect endangered plants, we're safeguarding our own future as well. It's crucial that we all get involved in whatever capacity we can, whether that's through education, advocacy, or supporting sustainable practices. Together, we can make a real difference in the fight to conserve our planet's precious plant life. In conclusion, we've explored the importance of plant conservation and the various efforts being made to protect endangered plant species. From understanding the causes of endangerment to discussing the roles of botanic gardens, seed banks, in-situ conservation, and legal frameworks, it's clear that a multifaceted approach is necessary to address this global issue. As we've seen, public awareness, education, and sustainable use practices play a crucial part in the fight to preserve plant biodiversity. We must continue to invest in emerging technologies, innovative approaches, and international collaborations to ensure the success of these efforts. Now is the time to take action. As viewers and global citizens, we each have a role to play in supporting plant conservation. Whether it's through making more environmentally conscious choices, engaging in local conservation initiatives, or spreading awareness about the importance of plant biodiversity, every action counts. By working together, we can help secure a future where our planet's incredible plant life continues to thrive for generations to come.